My girl Risa, what's up? I see you. What's going on? Happy Easter weekend. Oh, I just got finished doing some yard work. I am so tired. I'm delirious. Happy weekend. Happy Easter weekend, Risa. Hi there. I see you. You good? Everything good? What you doing? What you up to today? Hope you staying safe. Hope you staying sheltering in place. This weather will trick you. This weather will make you feel like you want to get out. And I mean, don't get me wrong. People can get out and go around and move about, but just be careful. Y'all be careful out there. Be careful. Because it's so easy to, Happy Easter, yeah. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so that's gonna make it a little easier for us to stay inside. You know, normally we're used to nice, bright, sunny days on Easter. You know, I know you probably got your memories of dressing your little girl, your little daughter up, and your daughter when she was little, smaller and younger, put it like that, and your son, and you know, Easter outfits. Staying safe, but it is beautiful outside. I'm up in Peacehaven right now, and just got finished working. I mean, I've probably been out here about 2 hours, just I don't know, just cleaning the yard up. I got some wood I can burn tonight for a fire. Just stand in place. Let me tell you what it feels like. Here's what this feels like to me. It feels like we're all on punishment. You know, it feels like we're all on punishment for something that we didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was growing up, and I stayed in trouble. I mean, I did. I was a hard-headed little kid. I'm surprised I even turned out the way I did, because my mom and dad, they did a great job of raising my sister and myself, because I know I was a handful. And I just remember my mother saying, Michael, why don't you just do right? You won't get in trouble so much. If you did the right thing, you know, you wouldn't be on punishment. It'd be beautiful days like today. I'd be stuck in my room, looking outside, looking at everybody else play stickball in the alley. You know, watching everybody play, skating outside in the streets. I'd be like, Mom, can I go outside? No. Go upstairs and read a book. You know, if you'd have behaved in class, you wouldn't be sitting in here now. I see Richard, my man, dude. Richard. I gotta tell you this, man. Man, you wore me out last night, man. I'm telling you, man. I was trying to keep up, man, because you gotta remember, I'm 3 hours ahead of you guys. So for me, it was like, you know, 9:30 starting, and 11:30, you know, when we was rolling, man, I was like, man, this joke is rolling. Good word, my brother. Yeah, it was good word. It was very good word. And like I say, man, I so appreciate just finding you, man, because like, you know, when they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher shall appear. And sure enough, man, you appeared, because I know I was ready. I'm ready. I'm like a sponge. And see, what you don't know about me, because you're just really getting to know who I am and learn about me, but I'm a student. I'm a student of just masters. I've sat at some of the greatest masters, you know, as a student. You know, some of my mentors, and I could name them off and off, but I won't do that in the interest of, first of all, anonymity, and second of all, it's neither here nor there. But I'm going to say that I've sat at the foot and at the feet of many, many masters. I mean, I can sit here and name them, and these were some bad boys, man. And they poured into me like I was a sponge. And that's all I am. I'm a sponge. I try to absorb as much as I can, information, knowledge, wisdom. And, you know, a couple of them I could sit here. I'm thinking about them as I'm speaking. But, you know, you definitely one of them, brother. I'm telling you, man. Because I've been looking for you, man. I've been looking for you. And you definitely, you're a master. Master teacher. Yeah. And I was like, I told my wife this morning, I said, man, I'm tired. I'm like worn out. She says, why you so tired? I said, man, that joke, I said, we got a crash course last night in like 2 hours. I said, man, that joke, it was rolling, man. You know what, you tripped me out? I got to give it to you. I got to tell you this part, right? It wasn't last night. It was the night before, right? And you was rolling, right? And then you did this. You said something. You said, "Give me an offering." Give me an offering. Pass the plate around. Because I know I just preached a whole sermon right there. Janice Silva, I see you. What's going on? I'm going to wave at everybody. But yeah, Richard, man, I appreciate you, dude. I do, man. I really do. I love you, man. And I just love what you're doing, what you're teaching, and what you're doing for me right now. Your part in my life right now. You know, my path has always crossed different people, just like yours has, I know. And, you know, just for our paths to have crossed right now at this moment in time is really significant for me because, like I say, I've been looking, and I'm a firm believer in whatever you're looking for is also looking for you in that exact moment in time. So I know you've been looking for students that are willing to absorb the information that you have. And I've been looking for a master teacher, okay? And I'm just so glad I ran across you, brother. And I appreciate you, man. My dude, Charles Blackman, I think I see. I think that was Charles. But what's up, Charles? I see you, brother. I see you. If that's you, man, I saw your beard game going on. All right? You know, your beard game, right? So, like, here's the thing. I don't even like wearing a beard, right? But my wife loves it. And she's like, well, it makes you look distinguished. I was like, oh, it makes me look old, you know. So, but let's call it like it is. But it is what it is. I'm not, it don't matter to me either way. So, you know, I'll wear it. But yeah, man, your beard's tight, dog. You know, keep it, you know, get it right like you want it. I know you got to do that whole corporate thing. And, you know, I know, you know, believe me, I know the deal. But while we all sheltered in place, man, you know, yeah, you can do that thing, right? I remember I saw Fred with a beard one time. He reminded me of my guy, Al Wellington, when I saw him. And it wasn't even him. I saw a picture of him in a beard. But yeah, man, Richard, back to Richard, I love you too, brother. And I'm glad you are a part of my life. I am too, man. And when I tell you, man, watch this, Richard. You'll probably be amazed. In fact, you probably won't be amazed at how much our lives probably parallel each other. You know, some of the things I heard you talking about, it was like you were talking about my life. You know, things you've been through, you know, the road you've traveled, things you've gone through, you know, and it's all a part of my ministry. You know, and when you said that, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, everything I've been through in my life has brought me to this point in my life, and it's developed me to be able to deliver a certain ministry. That, you know, the part where you mentioned that, you know, everybody can't speak on certain things because they've just never gone through certain things. And unless you've gone through things and been through certain things, you can't speak on it. You can say what you heard, what you read, what you think, okay, your opinion. Oh, I saw this in a movie. No, man, I'm talking about what I've lived, what I know, okay? I'm talking about, and I make it a point. I'm going to give this to you at a point. Never speak on anything I don't know what I'm talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, if I've never experienced it, I'll say, well, I'll tell people, I don't know what that's like, man. You know, I heard it's like this, I think it's like that. You know, I read in a book like it's like this, but I can't speak from experience. You know, I'm working with some dudes now, you know, ex-offenders, you know, felons, ex-offenders. They call them justice involved. You know, they've come up with a nice politically correct term to refer to them as justice involved. Makes it sound nice and, you know, aesthetic. You know, they sanitized it, right? Let's call it what it is. They ex-felons, okay? And these brothers come out of prison, man. They have limited opportunities. And I'm working with some of them right now. You call it to where you came from, that's right. I'm working with some of these folks now, man. And brilliant people, brilliant guys, man. I can see genius in them. I can see promise, potential, you know, genius in them. But they just got to have the right mentoring and the right direction and the right kind of, you know, development. And I'm trying to work with them now. I got a program I'm developing right now to be able to work with these cats. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, man. I just appreciate you. I'm looking at you as one of my master teachers and what I have to learn right now in this period of my life. And I love so much that you break it down. You're like, look, I'm not going to tell you nothing that I can't show you in the Bible. I can't show you in the Word. If I can't show you in the Word, I ain't going to tell you about it. That, you know, not stuff that we all have believed to have been the case just because it's tribal knowledge. Okay, we big on that tribal knowledge stuff. A lot of stuff that we operate on right now is based on what? Tribal knowledge. Could be just as wrong as could be, but we operate off of tribal knowledge. So I love the fact that you take us there, man. You take us to the Word. You take us right to the Word. You know, you had me looking at some stuff last night. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm ready for this shit. I'm still a baby in this stuff. You know, my man dropping PhD stuff on me. But yeah, it's all good. I know I'm a quick learner. I'm a quick learner. You'll find out I'm a quick learner. And you'll be like, man, my man Mike is on top of it. He challenges me to bring it right, bring it straight, you know, bring it correct, come correct, you know. So yeah, I got some stuff I want to rap to you about too, as far, because I used to be a trainer myself. I used to run a training department. So just as far as the curriculum and, you know, maybe some ideas on maybe, you know, outlining this thing in like a curriculum kind of thing and setting a time frame on it. So, you know, we can talk about that. But yeah, Janet, I see you. Appreciate you, 100. I see you. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying. And just, you know, not doing nothing. Hey, Richard, I'm going to let you know, man, this is probably your first time checking this out, but I'm in my backyard. I call it Peacehaven. Okay, and it's a place where my wife and I poured a lot of love and just our spirits into this place. You know, I'll let you see a little bit of it. You know, it's a little sanctuary we put back here. It's nothing much. Just, you know, just our way of having a place where we can come back here and, you know, just come back here and chill out with nature. I come back here, I spend a lot of time back here. Ashley Thomas Thorne Smith is watching. I see you, Ashley. But yeah, Richard, this is just my place I call Peacehaven, affectionately named. And where that came from is I used to have a home, and Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And this place, I called it Faith House. And this place was beautiful, man. And I'm not just talking about physically beautiful, because to look at it from the outside, it was okay. It was an okay house. But I got the house strictly on faith. Strictly on faith. I mean, when I say I ain't have no money, no job, no anything, but I had faith that I was going to get this house, and I got the house on faith. And named it Faith House, and I spent some of my best years in my life in that house. My man Al Wellington, I let him live there for a couple years. Google that name. All right, Richard, Al Wellington. He was one of my teachers. But yeah, Al and I would spend time in the house, man, talking, rapping about stuff. And when I got married, my second marriage was my second and final marriage. Okay, no matter what happens, I ain't getting married no more. No more. All right. Yeah, this is it. You know, me and my wife, she'll take me out. We're gonna see the rest of our journey together. This is it. But you know, my wife was like, "Yeah, you need to go ahead and sell that house." I was like, "Well, I don't really want to, you know." And I knew she wanted me to sell it, because I was keeping it as like a fall, you know, as a plan B, you know, like just in case, you know, I don't know, just in case, you know, I need to fall back on something. And she knew that. She's like, nah, you need to let that go. You know, she's like a conquistador, like, nah, go ahead and burn the ship. You know, burn the ship. You ain't gonna be going back over there no more, okay? And I had to sell the house. But anyway, that house, it was a road that I had to take an exit off of a highway, was Peacehaven Drive. And I used to love going home, because I'd be riding home and I'd be all stressed out. And then when I get to Peacehaven Drive exit, I could already feel myself de-stressing. And I come off on Peacehaven Country Club Road, then I turn down Eastwind and Selwyn and all that, and I roll up on Faith House. So when I did the backyard here at the house, this is the house my wife had before we got married. And once we got married, I moved in here, and we did the backyard up real nice. And I said, let's name it Peacehaven. You know, a place where we can call our refuge. We can out the world when we come back here. And we love to have people over. We love to just sit back here, fellowship, and just let people really feel the spirit of this place that we poured into. So yeah, that's just Peacehaven, man. When you ever hear me talking about Peacehaven, yeah, let's go back to Peace. Let's go out to Peacehaven and sit back. And I just can't wait for this whole coronavirus thing to be over. This is what's killing me more than anything, to be honest. You know, we're social people, and you know, we do some. You know, my wife and I, we don't really do a whole lot of socializing. I mean, we go different places, but we're not like party animals or anything like that. But we do like to have folks over and have them back here, and you know, just fellowship, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what's killing me more than anything. Man, it's beautiful out here tonight. I just did the yard, you know, got the grill ready to fire up tonight, got the fire pit over there ready to go. We'll do a fire later on. You can see the fire pit. Let's see, there's the grill. I don't know if y'all can see the fire pit over there. But you know, I'll get out here tonight, start a little fire. And you know, it's just my wife and I, and that's cool. We're good with each other, just her and I. But naturally, you know, if nothing else, we'd like to have the kids with us. Like, man, the kids can't even come home, and, you know, friends and family can't come by, swing by. We sit back here and talk. You know, we got to all be sequestered like we're on punishment. And earlier, you know, I feel like we all on punishment, man. I was talking about how when I was growing up in Baltimore, I stayed in trouble. My mother and father, they kept me on punishment, right? Not that much. I mean, but, you know, my dad, he was like, he ain't play around. He's like, nah, you know, if you get a spanking, then you go upstairs and sit in your room and think about it, right? And I remember just sitting up in my room, looking out my room like this, looking out the window. Everybody in the back alley playing stick ball, running up and down the alley, you know, kids out front, skating, you know, in the streets, you know, we used to have this game we called caps, filled these caps with tar, and then we would flick them and they would have to land in a certain, we'd draw this little thing out on the ground, and almost like shuffleboard, but it was, you know, little city game, city boys came up with, city kids came up with, playing caps. Be like, man, I'm on, can I go outside? Nope. Go back upstairs. My mother would never give in. Who's that? That's Kimberly Romaine. I see you. Yeah, she was like, nope. Go back upstairs. Read a book. Go upstairs and write me a story. Here's what she'd say. Go read the newspaper and then write me a two-paragraph, basically a two-paragraph synopsis of what you read. All right. And then I'll be thinking, okay, maybe that'll get me off of punishment. Nope. So that's what we feel like. I feel like right now I'm on punishment in my own house because I'm practicing, you know, with my wife and I are practicing this whole stay in shelter thing. Let's see what Richard's saying. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in person. I am too, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait till we get to see each other, man, because, you know, you're out in Vegas and, you know, I got some relatives out in Texas. You know, I'm gonna shoot out to Texas. I can't wait. I got a cousin, man. My cousin Dean. Dean, if you watch this video, I'm gonna get you back home, Dean. I'm gonna get you back home. All right. So Dean is like he works for Honeywell. I probably shouldn't have told where he works, but he works for Honeywell. He's all over the world, right? And doing real well for himself. And he loves doing that. He loves traveling the world. But I need Dean to come home, man. There's some work we got to get done. I know on the other side of this coronavirus thing, there's work we got to get done. So what I'm saying is, I need to come out to Texas, San Antonio, to see him when he gets home finally. My cousin out there, another cousin I have out there, my uncle's out there, who's also a pilot. And I can't wait to spend time with him again. And yeah, man, Vegas, I'm looking forward. And I'll be honest, man, you know, Vegas is cool, but I'm not one of those guys that got to go to Vegas and gamble and all that. You know, I've been to Vegas a couple times, and you know, I can take it or leave it, quite honestly. But if I got somebody out there I can come and see, I'll definitely shoot out there and see you, man. And likewise, if you come to North Carolina, brother, if you ever anywhere near North Carolina, look me up. Look me up. I'll come to where you are. Or you guys, you can shoot through Greensboro, Charlotte. I'm just above Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. So most people know Charlotte, Raleigh area. They're maybe not too familiar with the Greensboro, Piedmont Triad area, what we call it. But if you're ever in that area, man, shoot through. Shoot through. I know my eyes look all red. I've been out here in the yard working on this yard, and I got all this, you know, ragweed and stuff in my eyes. So that's why I had these shades on. But yeah, Richard, I'm looking forward to seeing you, man, meeting you, man. I just can't wait to chop it up. In fact, you called me. You called me last night, matter of fact. I was like, who in the world called me this late? But you probably didn't realize I'm 3 hours ahead of you. And it was after the conference call, or your live video. And I gotta tell you, man, I was worn out. I was like, man, I jumped right into bed. Matter of fact, my wife was like, why'd you come and sit and take a night? I was like, honey, I was so tired. Right? But anyway, Maxine Rush, my girl, Maxine, she's one of my prayer warriors, Richard. If you see her, Maxine, who I got watching? Let's see, James McQueen. I see you, James. A few people still watch. My cousin Vivian, Janice Silver. I see all you guys. But listen, let me just say this. I'm not really doing anything but just chopping it up with you guys. Hope everybody has a safe, happy Easter weekend. I did a video Friday, and I said, listen, let's resist the temptation to want to go to church. So you see, you can have church, you know, at home. Matthew 18:20. I'm getting a little better, Richard, at reciting my verses. Okay, Matthew 18:20 says what? Where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there shall I also be in the midst. That's Jesus saying that. Okay, so it don't take a whole bunch. It don't take a mega church for you to feel like you've done a good job of going to church on Easter Sunday. You know, it don't take all that. And I know how some people, you know, let's call it for what it is. Let's call it, make you sleep. It does, Richard. But let's call it for what it is, y'all. Let's call it for what it is. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just saying in general, some people, they like to go to church on Easter so they can be seen. We know that. They like to buy the new clothes and, you know, get all spiffy and you know, that's just a part of, quite frankly, part of our culture. You know, let's get all dressed up for Easter and go to church in our new Easter clothes. And they have to feel like, you know, they're going to church for that reason. But listen, is it worth life? No. So here's what I about this year, at least. Let's forego going to church on Easter. Have church at your home. Get up in the morning. If you still want to get dressed up, my wife's got a spiral ham in there thawing out right now. We had in the freezer. I said, honey, thaw that ham out. We're going to do our own little service in the morning, and we're going to dress up like we would if we were going to church, take out pictures and everything, and just have Easter at home. That's what we're going to do. Because we got to be serious about this coronavirus thing, y'all. This thing is deadly. It's taking no prisoners, no hostages. It's not. I'm a Marine, okay? I know an enemy, an adversary when I see one. And this coronavirus is serious. It's deadly. It's taking no prisoners. None. And the only way we're going to beat it is we have to be smarter than the virus. We have to be smarter than the virus. Okay? We have to, again, exercise social distancing. Okay? Stay in place. Avoid social contact as much as you can, as much as possible. Because here's what will happen. The numbers are shooting up, right? Where it's going to start leveling off. People are going to become complacent. Y'all know that word, complacent? And then what's going to happen? It's going to do this. It's going to double back on you. Huh? Y'all ever hear about an enemy double backing on you? Where you think, okay, we got the enemy whipped, and they double back on you, come back with a vengeance. Don't play around with this virus, y'all. The other day, Richard, about, you know, was crossing the Sea of Galilee with his disciples. Okay, and they were in the midst of a storm. And Jesus was in the back chilling. He was sleeping, right? And you know, his disciples were like, Master, we, you know, wake up. We're going to perish here. And Jesus woke up and said, he calmed the winds. He calmed the water. And then the scripture says, and there was a calm. Man, that's beautiful right there, isn't it? And there was a calm. Okay? And based on that, Jesus asked his disciples, where is your faith? What's the translation? Here's what I took out of it. Richard, you chime in and correct me if I'm wrong. Maxine, you correct me if I'm wrong. What I took out of it was, if you had only maintained your faith, there would be a calm, even in the midst of the storm. As the storm is whipping up, the waters and the winds and everything is going out crazy around you. And there's uncertainty, fear, uncertainty. Numbers are climbing every day. But yet there's a calm, because why? You have your faith. You keep your faith, and there will be a calm. So I don't know if I hope I'm still going out. Y'all still with me? Holla at your boy. All right? There's a difference between faith and foolishness. That's right. That's right, Richard. Yes, sir. Look, the student is talking to the teacher, man. Right? Y'all holla at your boy. Let me know what y'all think about this stuff. What y'all think about this whole staying in place, you know? This nitwit down in Florida. Y'all see this governor down in Florida? Man, what is this guy doing? Do y'all see this Florida governor? Huh? This guy he's opening up beaches. He wants the kids to go back to school. He's like, he might as well just say, look, I don't care if y'all go back and die, because I don't know what his agenda is. I really don't. But y'all check this man out in Florida, this governor in Florida. I mean, is he just stupid? Is he just stupid, foolish, or both? Some of these pastors and down in Louisiana having, you know, hundreds of people coming to church. Are you just stupid? And see, here's what I say about that. I said this coming from dialysis the other day. I said, look, it's cool if you want to go to church. If y'all want to all go to church and get each other sick, okay, that's your prerogative. But how about you stay your tails right there in church and all die together? How about that? Versus coming out, leaving, and getting everybody else infected that you don't even know you're infecting for 14 days. The virus can be asymptomatic for 14 days. Risa said both, right? Asymptomatic, meaning what? You don't even know you have it, showing no symptoms at all for 14, that's 2 weeks. You could be walking around infecting other people. And then that's how it grows exponentially. Y'all know what exponentially means? It's not linear. Exponentially is not linear. It's like this. It climbs. And then it's almost you can't even get a hold of it. And look, don't let it reach what we call critical mass. What happens when the thing reaches critical mass? You can't even stop it if you want to. Y'all know what critical mass is? Take a snowball, right? Roll it. You can push it on the ground. It starts accumulating snow, right? Get it up. You get it up. It gets about this big. You start pushing it and get it to a hill where you're going to push that snowball down the hill. That snowball will pick up so much snow and become so big. If you try to run around in front of it and stop it, it'll run you over. It's reached critical mass. What happens if this virus reaches critical mass? What happens if it starts taking out 50, 60, 70% of the population? Whoever of man's hands, don't get me started on this, y'all, because I know somebody's hands are in this. I'm not even going to begin to say who I believe are. But man's hand is in this stuff, okay? Do you honestly think you could have controlled this? Now you done started something that you can't even control. And this thing reaches critical mass and they like, oh my God, what have we done? Yeah, it's deep. It's levels to this stuff, y'all. Come on, don't get me started. I'm trying to chill out here at Peacehaven. Let me calm down. We're all on punishment right now. God has put us all on punishment. Sitting at the house like we did something wrong. Have to suffer like, hey, have to suffer. It is what it is. And where is it going to end? None of us really know. We don't know. Lord help us. Lord help us. Lord help us. Lord. Lord help us. Lord, we don't know what we did wrong. We know this is you. We know this is your work. Help us understand. Help us understand. Help us to find meaning in our suffering. Right now, Lord. Give us understanding. Give us the wisdom and the knowledge. Richard, y'all help me pray about this thing. Elder, help me pray about this thing. I know y'all have been. Here's my prayer. Lord, help us understand this. Help us understand what we're going through. We know it's not for just no reason at all. We know it's for a reason. Help us understand and learn the lesson so that when we come out on the other side, we will have learned something from this. Here's the worst thing we could all do. Go through all of this, come out on the other side of it just as the same way we went into it. Just like the disciples when they crossed the Sea of Galilee, okay? When they got to the other side, they had to have been different than when they started out because they had just witnessed Jesus calming the sea and calming the winds. You can't be the same after that. You got to come out of it different than when you went into it. So you go into a storm one way, you got to come out of that storm differently when you come out of it. So my prayer is this, that we all get through it. I believe we will, okay? When I say we, I personally believe I will get through it. Me and my wife, I personally believe we will get through it because I just got to believe that God still has work for us to do on the other side of the storm. But God has already assured me he won't take me until my work is done. So if I do go, that means my work was done anyway, okay? If we all make it, whoever's watching this video, if we make it, if you make it on the other side of the storm, understand there's work that God has for you to do that he let you survive and get through the storm to be able to do. He did not spare you just because you are a nice person, okay? Many people are going to be like, well, I survived it because I had a horseshoe in my pocket or a rabbit's foot in my pocket. No. If I'm a nice person and God spared me, no. But and people are going to come out on the other side just as the same way they came into it, not having learned anything. No lessons learned, no anything, okay? So I'm going to close with this. I see you, Yolanda. Hope you're doing well. I love you. I appreciate you. I miss you, okay? But I'm going to say this. Whoever makes it out of this thing, and makes it through on the other side of the Sea of Galilee. Y'all know the work that Jesus did when he got to the other side. He had to exorcise demons out of a man that was, running around wild with demons in him. I think the name of the demons were Legion. There was 2,000 of them. Okay? And he exorcised the demons and made them go into swine, and the swine went and jumped into the water and drowned. That was work. And they did what? They came back over to the other side, right? Returned back to the other side. So again, there's work we're going to have to get done. Janet saying God's grace and mercy will bring us through. Let's hope so. Let's pray and hope so. Whatever happens is going to be God's will. No matter what happens. If we make it or we don't make it, it'll be God's will. And see, God has already been preparing me for this anyway. With my whole kidney situation, God has already been preparing me for this in this exact moment in time. But guess what? God has also been preparing you, everybody that's watching this video. This is the word coming right now. Feel me. Feel me on this, y'all. God has been preparing each and every one of you that are watching this video right now. Right now. And even the people that will come back and watch it later, but the people that are watching right now, I'm speaking directly to you right now. God has prepared each and every one of you for this exact moment in time. And should we make it through, he's not going to let you make it through just because you're a nice person. He's got work for you to do. And you're going to have to understand that. Understand that. If you haven't heard it before, you're hearing it now from me. This is a word God has given me to give to you. If you're watching this video right now, God, if you make it through this coronavirus thing, trust me when I say God has work for you to do on the other side of it. Not just because you're a nice person and you can just go about your life as if nothing ever happened. Woo, that was close. Woo, we almost ain't make it out of that. Now let's go back to business as usual, y'all. Hey, let's turn up. No. All that turn up stuff is over. Don't get me started on my people now. All that let's turn up, y'all. How about let's turn down? Look, Richard, y'all gonna have me preaching out here. Look, my boy said, he was rolling, then he turned and looked at his girl and said, give me an offering. Pass the plate around. Just pass the offering plate around. Right? But I'm serious, y'all. On all seriousness, whoever's watching this video right now, whoever's watching it right now, God has work for you to do on the other side of the storm, on the other side of the lake. Jesus says what? Let us go across the lake. You think he was going over there for no reason? Huh? Jesus ain't, like, we ain't got nothing else to do. Let's just go across the lake, see what's over there. No, he knew he had work over there. He knew that they were going to go into a storm, but he got on the boat and did what? Went to sleep. You're like chilling, like, Jesus, wake up. Come on, man, we about to die here. Jesus was like, oh, man, just chill out, y'all. If you just had your faith, kept your faith, it'd be calm, man. Y'all would be cool. Chill out. That's what you got to have right now, faith. In this midst of this storm right here we on right now, because trust me when I say, if you haven't figured it out by now, we're in a storm, okay? The winds are whipping up. Water is rushing in the boat. Uncertainty, fear, death every day, topping the day before. Where is it going to end? We're like, oh, okay. It's like, man, when is it going to get me? When is it going? It's like we're sitting around waiting to die. That's what it feels like. It feels like we're all sitting around just waiting for the virus to get us and die. We're in a storm, y'all. But do what? Have your faith. Keep your faith. Get in your word. Have your faith. And there will be a calm when you do that. And then if you make it to the other side, understand that it's not just because you're a nice person. A lot of people think, well, I made it because I'm just a nice person. No. God has work for you to do. And I think I've preached to you enough for one day. Y'all enjoy your holiday. I might come back to y'all later on. If I start a little fire tonight, this is my way of staying in touch with y'all, man. I'm serious. This is my way of staying socially connected with folks. And I don't mind y'all chilling out here with me, watching the fire. I just put the camera on the fireplace. I don't drink anymore. I don't do a lot of things I used to do. So now it's just a natural sit back here and just watch the fire, watch nature. Okay? So I love everybody. Let me see what everybody's saying here. Let's turn to God. Let's start turn up instead of turn up, turn to God. Right, Risa? That's right. Turn to God. Right? And maybe that can go viral, Risa. Instead of let's turn up. Y'all be killing me with that stuff, boy. I'll be like, really? I mean, I was young before, and I know what it's like to want to party and all that. Don't get me wrong. But at some point, You can only have too many parties. Trust me when I say, I'm speaking from experience. You can only have so many after parties. There can only be so many, VIPs sitting up in the cut, buying bottles, making it rain. There can only be so much of that before you have to grow up. Okay? Not if, but when we reach the other side. Not if, but when we reach the other side. Miss K, I see you. You're joining a little late because I'm just getting ready to wrap this up. So I would just encourage you to go back and watch it from the beginning. There's a word in here for you as well, Miss K, because I know you're going to have a work to be done as well on the other side of the lake. So yeah, Miss K, if you can go back and watch this from the beginning. I'm gonna go and jump in the shower, take me a little shower, come back out maybe later on, crank the fireplace up, maybe throw some steaks on the grill. Janet, I see you, babe. Amen. Yes, I see you. Risa, I see y'all. Richard, I'm gonna call you later on, Richard. I'm gonna rap to you later on, man. I'm gonna call you from my place right here and just chop it up with you. Yolanda, hope you're doing well. Stay safe down in Raleigh, okay? And everybody be safe, okay? If you don't see me before tomorrow, have a happy Easter. Let's recognize what that day is for. We commemorate the rising of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ when he rose from the dead. And he came here for our sins, He suffered on the cross. He bared the pain, the misery of being crucified, and he rose on the third day. And this is a great day to celebrate, no matter where we are. We don't have to be in a church. They say, watch this, y'all. They say tomorrow is supposed to be the highest number or whatever of death tomorrow. Just happens to fall on Easter Sunday. Richard, you help me out with that meaning. Richard, help us out, man. You don't have to do it right now, but help us out. What is the significance in that? Janet, help us out with that. Miss K, help us out. I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby in my spiritual knowledge. That's why I'm like a sponge. And I'm learning under some of the greatest that I think I can learn from right now. Miss K, I know you pray for me. Janet, I know you pray. Risa, I know you pray for me. Maxine Rush, one of my prayer warriors, I know you pray for me. Richard is like a master teacher for me right now. Your words are the other side. I see you, Richard. Richard, y'all check out Richard. Look, everybody friend request Richard Thomas right now. Trust me when I say y'all wanna know who this brother is. And check out some of his live Facebook posts. He be training on the Bible, on the Word. And the thing about it is, he take you to the Scripture. He don't just stuff what he thinks and what he believes and what he heard, all that other stuff. People will tell you in a minute. Well, I heard this. Well, show me in the Bible. Well, I can't find it in the Bible. All kind of stuff. How many times is Easter mentioned in the Bible, and where at? That's your question. That's your homework. I'm not gonna wait for it. Y'all go find it. I know now from last night. Okay, I see you, Cuz Betty. Again, you guys are coming in on the tail end of this. I'm just about wrapping it up. Sitting out here at Peacehaven. Been working in my yard all day. That's why my eyes are kind of like bloodshot in a way. I've had ragweed in my eye, dust and all that. I had some shade. I had glasses on, but pollen and everything else in my eyes right now. I'm gonna go take a shower and take the rest of the afternoon easy and wait for tomorrow. Enjoy tomorrow, Easter Sunday. All right. Happy Easter too, cuz I see you. And I will let Myra know that everybody is saying hello to her as well. And I love everybody, and I'll be talking to you soon. Y'all listen to this airplane. Listen to the airplane. See if I can find it. Y'all know it's like a dagger for me. I live in the traffic passport. It's like a dagger. I mean, it's like somebody stabbing me with a dagger when I hear the airplanes come over, and I can't fly myself. I can't go fly myself. It's like, okay, God, I know that's your way of just reminding me that one day I'll fly again. My daughter got me this thing for Christmas, and it said, "You will fly again one day." And I know I will. I know it's coming. It's all coming back. Our days aren't over, y'all. The best is not behind us. The best is in front of us. The best is in front of us, y'all. Let's keep that hope alive. It's not over for us. The best days are yet to come. And on that note, everybody say it with me. The best days are yet to come. And we have a lot of work to do on the other side of the river, other side of the lake. Okay? I love y'all. I'll be talking to y'all soon. Peace.